Hello guys, Wizard here bringing you another Total War Warhammer replay with commentary. For today's battle we have the forces of Tomb King who are being led by the King of Nehekhara himself, Setright the Imperishable on top of his Sphinx there. And we're playing against the Lizardmen who are being led by Red Crested King Chief, the Lord that I usually don't see, but he looks decent. He has anti-large, he has poison, so we'll see how he performs here. So let's just jump into the army composition and see what we have here. For my front line, I went pretty cheap with 5 units of skeleton spearmen. 2 of them have 1 chevron. For the secondary line, I have some Nehekhara warriors. If the lizards were able to push through my front line, I'm gonna just send these guys in and try to stop them. I also brought a unit of Nehekhara horsemen. These guys are really great roadblocks as well. If, as I said, enemy large units tries to push in, tries to go for your Ushabti, you send these guys to stop them. For constructs, I have 2 units of Ushabti with great bows. One of them is the chosen of the Guard Regiment of Renown. I also brought my favorite units in the in the Tomb King roster: Eyes of the Desert, Sepulchral Stalkers here, really great at sniping flying units. And for the last unit, we have the Sphinx of Usep, the Regiment of Renown Necrosphinx. I brought this monstrosity, this awesome looking unit, because it has fire resistance and it does really well against one of the legendary lords that Lizardmen can bring against you, Krokar on top of Grimlock. Yeah, he has Hand of God, which means he can snipe your casters and lord. That's why I brought Cetra on top of his Sphinx as well. He becomes much more tanky. He's not too susceptible to hands of God or fireballs and stuff because he has a high armor and such. For items, abilities and spells, we have Wrath of Petra, Ner's Incantation of Protection, the Jaff Incantation of Curse Blades, Unyielding Will, the Relentless Death, the Curse, and that's it. Yeah, that's it for my army. For my opponent here, a lot of lizards here. Yeah, more than 1000. We have a lot of skinks as well, so kind of a thematic army. 1 2 3 4 units of never mind, 5 units of skinks, skink cohorts, 2 of them with javelins. Never mind, we have 5 units of skink cohorts, 2 skink cohorts with javelins, a lot of chameleon stalkers. These guys in theory is really good against skeleton. These guys have low armor, and these stalkers have explosive fire damage, so they're just gonna mob through them, just blast them away. My opponent also brought 2 Star Spears with shield. These guys are really tanky. They're gonna stay in fight for a long time, and the anti-large is great as well. We have 2 units of Stegadon, poison and armor piercing weapon strength, really good against Ushabtis and constructs overall. That's it. Did I miss any units? Yeah, that's it for the units. For hero and casters, we have Skink Priest of Beast with Manticore Summon and Flock of Doom, and we also have a Skink Chief as well. Decent unit. I'm not sure about it performing in this matchup. A lot of armored units. I don't know, a lot of range units as well. So yeah, you have to be careful with that. And Red Crested Skinks, as I said, poison, armor piercing, anti-large, warrior's crest, interesting ability. For 30 seconds it gives melee attack and melee defense, and we have focused instincts which stops rampage. Also frenzy with its latest buff, it's probably gonna do decent here. So let's just jump into the battle and see how we're gonna perform here. So the range advantage goes to the Stegadons. I think these guys have around 200 range. Yeah, 255. These guys have 360. So my opponent should maybe keep them more back and send the infantry forward, because this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move these decently fast units, and I'm gonna use Nerve's Incantation of Protection. I thought my opponent was going to shoot at the Chosen of the Gods because these guys are more expensive and can do more damage, but he decided to go for the regular Ushabti there. That's why I used Incantation of Protection here. So my first targets are these Stegadons because not only they're good against my range units, they're really good against infantry as well, so I just want them off the battlefield as soon as possible. I was gonna go for these for a few freebie charges, but decided against it for some reason, maybe because I didn't want to get shot by Skin Chief, which is gonna happen regardless, so I should just turn back and charge for these skinks. Like here, this Sphinx is already has 11 kills into some good targets. He can do a lot of damage there. Let's see some. Never mind. The shots are going to the Sphinx, doing decently. Look at the damage. It's nothing to scoff at, but the fire resistance is helping as well. On the other side, yeah, my opponent summons a Manticore, tries to go for these Ushabti, but I have these Eyes of the Desert back here. They were shooting at the Skin Chief here, a great target, but now that we have a better target close at hand, I'm trying to hold him in place with my Neakara Horsemen, Neakara Warriors, and these guys have anti-large in melee as well, so that's nice. Here, Cetra trying to go for decent targets here, important targets. Going after these this red crested Skinks, doing some decent damage. On the other hand, the Sphinx unfortunately is taking a lot of damage there. I'm not sure what's happening there. None of these guys have armor piercing damage, but maybe the sheer volume of attacks are racking up. We were able to kill the Feral Manticore, which is nice. Another good thing that I have here is because of these Neakara Warriors and Neakara Horsemen. I'm not letting any of these units who push through or try to move around my army to get into my backlines. Even these Neakara Warriors are trying to get rid of these Skin cohorts before they can get into my Ushabtis here. I need to bring these Eyes of the Desert back. I need to shoot that Skin cohort here, Skin Chief I mean. The Ushabti are still shooting with no problems at these Stegadons. One of them already ran away. Let's see the range here. It's still able to shoot. It's shooting these. It's still shooting the regular Ushabti. I'm not sure if my opponent considers it a greater threat or not, but yeah, it's still shooting that. I'm using the Nerve's Incantation and Giraffe Incantation wherever I can. That one volley just shattered the Skin Chief, which is nice. But yeah, I'm using these incantations because I want to get healings as much as I can. Let's see how much healing this Sphinx has gotten. Yeah, the Relentless Dead. He has gotten around 300, more than 300, nearly 400 HP back, which is really nice on an unbreakable unit. My Ushabti are just chasing the Stegadons. I want them off the battlefield, but overall with them gone, I don't see any more anti-large units that can deal with my two Sphinxes here. Yeah, these Saurus are gonna do fine, but yeah, I have some skeletons holding them down, and yeah, I can bring my other range units to deal with them as well. But as you guys saw there, I didn't let my opponent to get to my backline. This is what you have to do as Tomb Kings. You just have to hold the line against anything that tries to get into your damage dealing units, like these range units, these Eyes of the Desert and stuff. And yeah, the balance of power is also heavily in my favor. I'm just chasing everything I can, and yeah, I think that's going to be it for my opponent. Yeah, let's just jump into the end screen and see how our units performed. Cetra doing decent, not the best damage value there. Lot of skinks here, so yeah, a lot of the damage goes to waste. My skeleton spearmen did fine. They were there just to hold. Neakara Warriors did okay as well, nothing special, but Neakara Horsemen, really strong unit. One of the Ushaptis did really great, 1000 nearly paying for itself. The other one, Eyes of the Chosen of the Gods, also did really great, 12,000 damage dealt, 2400 damage value, really nice. Let's see, the Eyes of the Desert, also full HP, full models, 1000 damage value, 1000 and nearly 100 damage dealt. They still had their armor piercing and anti-large there. Sphinx of Usep did fine, not the greatest targets for him. As I said, this is really good against Krokgar on top of its dino there. So yeah, it usually wins one-on-one, so that's why I pick it. And yeah, let's see how our opponent did. Let's see if we can find anything special. I think Skin Chief paid for itself. It's really cheap. Maybe not on top of its Pterodon, but overall doing fine there. Happy that I got rid of it as soon as I could. The Stalkers did okay, not the best, but Sorrow Spear paying for itself. It's really good against Tomb King because it's really good against constructs and against a lot of infantry that Tomb King can bring. So yeah, that's it for this battle, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you guys consider leaving a like and subscribing. It would really help me and my channel grow. I upload videos daily, so stay tuned for that as well. I have a Discord server, by the way. If you guys want to chat, hang out, talk about builds, talk about if you want to send me replays to cast, you can find the link in the description of this video. And if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section or in my Discord server. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, catch y'all later. Bye.